Okay guys, this is Darth Ryan07 coming at you again with another excellent quick review of Transformers. Our Netflix series presents Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Episode 4. And I gotta say guys, there was a lot of more twisting and turning to go along with the twisting and turning that's already happened. So Ultra Magnus is willing to give up the Autobots, supposedly, and he takes them to the one battle that he spoke of. I can't remember it, but this ultimately was not the spot where the Autobots were at, and Megatron killed Ultra Magnus. And when he did, it released the protocols of Alpha Trion, and those were supposed to go back to a point in an episode where Optimus is pleading with the Guardian. Bumblebee actually got bestowed with the honor of getting the protocols to Alpha Trion, as they never did make it to the Guardians, and now we know why. And so therefore Bumblebee is in a quest to seek out Optimus and share his knowledge and wealth of information as the episode progresses. We see Jetfire be asked to take away Ultra Magnus' remains to Shockwave in order to figure out what the heck just happened to Ultra Magnus, and then here comes Starscream calls out Jetfire for back shooting Skywarp in the back, and I tell you, Starscream just plays it right along like he's, know what he's doing. He's got a little bit smarter power there. So now in the War for Cybertron Siege series, we see how we have the fall of Jetfire happen. And Jetfire reveals he's got more tricks up his sleeve than any Decepticon can even fathom to deal with. And ongoing ensemble gives a really cool Seeker Jetfire fight, unlike anything we've seen yet on screen. And in animation form, it's just an amazing sequence. Probably the favorite part of my favorite part of this episode was Jetfire versus the Seekers, and just what a excellent action sequence this was. Jetfire with his blade is more badassery about this series. Unexpected and awesome. Just really did love that whole chase and fight. What is super nice is how those toy models are faithfully put into the show, and it doesn't disappoint. It really doesn't. I just really love. I could watch this over and over again, this one sequence, because it's just the epitome of, Jetfire versus the Seekers, and kind of high moon hat tip toward it, back in 2010, I think is when that game was released. But then here's Netflix, 10 years later, laying it down, and animation's top notch and whatnot, and it's really awesome show. I'm totally taken by how awesome this show is. Meanwhile, back at Autobot headquarters, we see Ratchet and Impactor growing their relationship, and they bring Red Alert to their fixing fold. So here we go. We see Mirage get tasked with leading Impactor and Ratchet, and I think Hound and Sideswipe. They're off to repair the space bridge and hopefully get that thing up and running for Optimus. In between secret patrols, and of course naturally those secret patrols happen faster, so they're on a stringent timetable. And Optimus speaks with the Guardians and learns that the protocols of Alpha Trion did not make it back to them. And the other thing that's really confusing about this shot right here is the end of the scene after Optimus rolls out. Is that our Omega Supreme that we have for Siege? I do believe that might be him right there to the right of that big old tower there. It was really kind of fuzzy and blurry at first when I watched it. I thought it was maybe Metroplex, but then I got to looking again, because the shape and silhouettes of the Guardians were definitely Omega Supreme's silhouette. So anyway, I'm really excited about forthcoming events here. As it progresses, we see Impactor not only take a hit from Mirage, but he also covers for Ratchet. He is just one tough, awesome bot. Really another standout in this episode, if you ask me. Was really pleased with the way they brought Impactor to the fold there. And of course, Starscream gets a promotion from when Jetfire left, booted. They give Starscream, Air Commander roles, which the other Decepticons. I like Soundwave's reaction. This was just too comical, their reaction. So that said, we go back to the base and we learn that Bumblebee is finally getting up with Optimus, as Bumblebee is now thrust upon it, and he finally finds out why he was chosen, as he is a peace-seeking individual. He doesn't long or lust for war, and all that kind of stands in. Even though this was a darker spin on it, I mean, it kind of fits in as to, what Bumblebee is about, being peaceful and everything. But then he gets bestowed an honor in this series of holding the Alpha Triad protocols, where Ultra Magnus just released them to him, and then Optimus Prime holds the Matrix of Leadership. So there's no one spot that holds total authority or power, and it's just a really neat little storytelling dynamic there. And on the 4th episode we get another obligatory product shot. We got the 2-pack of Ironhide and Prowl together. Now it makes more sense why it's an Amazon exclusive there. It's funny, it shows on Netflix, but we get an Amazon Prime 2-pack of them for Earthrise. But this is Siege. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. And as what they're getting ready to do and embark is to recover the Decepticon coming in. We get to see Jetfire crash land at the Autobots' Ark and project his allegiance to them. Now it's come full circle for Jetfire. So now that boy can go back to his Autobot brethren. So, what did you guys think about this episode? Thought it was really, really action-paced, full of great turns and quirks and whatnot. But that'll about do it for episode 4. And let me get number 5 and 6 watched, and we'll get those reviews up there as well. Till all are one, guys. Thank you again for watching.